What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, as you guys can tell, look at this, guys. Look at this. I have exactly, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are exactly 11 more premium live events to work with in this book before I move on. Because you guys know I've had this for about 6 years now. I think this year will make it 7. So look at that. Look at that, guys. That's insane. Luckily, I was able to get myself a brand new one. I know it's not ideal for a guy like me to have it, but this was like this was the only thing, as I mentioned in a previous video, this was like the only thing that I could get as far as far as these things go. But it's not ideal. But I have to admit, it looks pretty cool. I have to admit, this is my brand new one. I'm gonna start using this right when this book becomes full. So, yeah. But with that being said, what is today's video? Well, it is predictions for the Elimination Chamber, which is the final stop on the road to WrestleMania. I believe this is the last stop, if I'm not mistaken. But it's gonna be interesting to say the very least, because right now there's only 5 matches on the card. But this Friday could be different. But only time will tell. But hopefully you guys are ready for this one. If you guys are, and you guys want to see more premium live event predictions and results in the future, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. So, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not surprised that there's only 5 matches on the card. Like, I know that they did this with the Royal Rumble, only because of the fact that each match was like close to an hour, which was like well over an hour. So it made sense that they would do that. But I'm very curious of how this one will play out. And we kick things off with a rematch from Crown Jewel. The almighty Bobby Lashley and the Beast Brock Lesnar. I never thought we would ever see this match again. We thought that last year's Royal Rumble was a one-time thing, but it was not, because we got the match again at Crown Jewel. We saw a glimpse of them facing each other in the men's Royal Rumble match, and now they go at it once again. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna play out. I think it's just based on respect. You know, it's a battle based on respect, and I think Brock Lesnar has made this personal with Bobby Lashley, because you guys remember last year they battled over the WWE title, and truth be told, you know, Roman Reigns didn't want Lesnar as champion. He ended up winning the Royal Rumble at the end, and now it all comes full circle with this. I'm gonna be honest. As I said in the last time I talked about this match, it comes down to whose move is better. Is it the F5 or is it the Spear? Is it the Kimura or is it the Hurt Lock? Honestly, this is gonna be a bit of an interesting one. I think this, in my opinion, this match should have been on the card of WrestleMania, because this match right here is WrestleMania worthy. It is a WrestleMania main event worthy matchup, and you cannot bet against both. But if I had to pick one, I would have to say Bobby Lashley. I think I think honestly, at this stage in Brock's career in WWE, there's nothing for him to do. He's already been WWE champion. He's already been Universal champion. He's already won the Royal Rumble not once but twice. He's already won King of the Ring. Not only that, and I know this is gonna hurt me, and it's gonna hurt a lot of you guys, a lot of you just by hearing me say this, but he also conquered The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30. Yeah, it still hurts. It still hurts, guys. I don't know. I don't know how the hell I was able to do that, but it still fucking hurts. Just saying it. So, Brock Lesnar's got nothing left. As crazy as it sounds, I don't think he has anything left to do in WWE. I think his time is up. I think with every single thing he's done, with every single person he's been in the ring with, as crazy as it sounds, I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But for right now, I'm sticking with my guns. I'm going with the almighty Bobby Lashley. Next up, we have a very interesting mixed tag team match between the Grit couple and the Judgment Day. Yeah, if you guys are wondering who the Grit couple is, they are known as the Hall of Famers Edge and his wife Beth Phoenix, and of course the Judgment Days, Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. I'm gonna be honest with this one. This is a bit of an interesting matchup because Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix. That's a match we've been wanting to see for a very long time. Ever since Rhea Ripley bursted on the scene in WWE in the Mae Classic and even also on NXT UK. That's a matchup we've been wanting to see. Edge and Balor, we've had that before, obviously at Extreme Rules back in October, but that was an I Quit match, and Judgment Day had him cornered. They had him cornered. This one's going to be a bit interesting because Damian Priest is going to be in the men's Elimination Chamber match for the United States title, which I will talk about both the men's and the women's match later on here in a bit. But with him in the men's chamber match, this means that Dominic Mysterio is going to be in the corner of the Judgment Day, so they're going to have a 3-person advantage over Edge and Beth Phoenix. Unless if Edge had a trick up his sleeve, then I say bring it. But here's the thing. With this match, it comes down to what both these teams are fighting for. Obviously, Judgment Day, they're fighting for power and respect. And as far as Edge and Beth Phoenix, they're fighting for payback, for no pun intended, retribution. And the thing is that this is Edge's fault. This is all on Edge's ass. He fucked up. He meant what he meant to do was to basically was to help elevate the young talent to heights that you never thought possible. And in a way, he kind of did that with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, but Finn Balor, he was already competing on a level that we did not expect, you know. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, I think in my personal opinion, Edge fucked up. Let's just be real. Edge fucked up big time. And one thing that occurred to me was the fact that we thought that Edge was going to remain within Judgment Day, but that wasn't the case. So, again, it comes down to who wants this match more. And honestly, the Judgment Day they don't need this match. Rhea Ripley did not need to accept this match because she already has a big, huge main event match against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's title. And with her challenging Charlotte Flair, there's been a lot of rumors as of late that the Judgment Day could be going to SmackDown, which means if they show up, guess what? Guess what? Dominic Mysterio is going to target his father once again, which is kind of bullshit. So I gotta go with Edge and Beth Phoenix on this one. I think the experience is going to definitely is definitely going to become a factor against the Judgment Day. But we got to move on into. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait. This next one that I have, I'm gonna wait. It's the match between Roman Reigns and Sami. I'm gonna wait on that. For now, we're now gonna go into the men's and women's Elimination Chamber matches. And if you guys have never heard of the Elimination Chamber, it is a very devastating structure. It's 20 feet. It's literally 16 feet high, 10 tons, over 10 tons of steel, and it's devastating. The rules are simple. Four superstars will be locked. Will be locked in 4 Plexan pods. Then the other 2 competitors will start the match every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, a pod will open, which will allow another superstar to enter the match. The only way to oh, hang on, guys. My brother texted me. Hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, right. So every 5 minutes, a pod will open, which will allow another competitor to enter the match, and that process will go on until all 4 pods are empty. However, the only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission, and it has to happen in the ring. Once you're eliminated, you go back to the locker room, and you're done. Last one standing for the men's side will become the United States champion. For the women's side, will earn a shot at Bianca Belair and the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. And the combatants for the women's side, you have the final 4 of the final 4 in the women's Royal Rumble match, which were Raquel Rodriguez, Nikki Cross, Liv Morgan, and Asuka. And then you have 2 superstars who qualified for said match. Natalya, who won a fatal 4-way against Shotzi, Zelina Vega, and Shayna Baszler. And then Carmella, who last week, not this past Monday, but last week on Raw, won a fatal 4-way herself against Piper Niven, Michin, Mia Yim, and Candice LeRae, which was kind of crazy. Excuse me. Never thought we would ever see Carmella again. I think it's been 8 months. So it's been a while. It's been a while. But as far as the men's side, you've got the current U.S. champion Austin Theory and his challengers Seth freaking Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest of the Judgment Day, and get this, Montez Ford of the Street Profits. I never thought that a dude like Montez Ford would ever be inside the Elimination Chamber. But this is interesting because as far as the women's side, out of every single one of these women, Carmella, Natalya, Asuka, and Liv Morgan and I believe Nikki Cross have all been inside the chamber. Raquel Rodriguez has not. So this is interesting because with Raquel Rodriguez being her first time inside the Elimination Chamber, it's gonna be interesting because obviously the nerves will kick in, and it's not gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty. But as far as like Liv Morgan and Nikki Cross, they love chaos. They will unleash chaos inside that chamber. And Asuka is Asuka. She don't give a fuck who the hell you are. She will kick your ass. And as far as Natalya, this is home field advantage, because we know that when it comes to the Hearts in Montreal, we know. And then Carmella, I would consider Carmella to be the dark horse, because when you think about it, she's been SmackDown Women's Champion. She's won Money in the Bank not once but twice, which technically counts as the same match, to be fair. She won the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, which was only a one-time deal for some reason. Excuse me. She's a former tag team champion, but she's never held the Raw Women's title, and she could potentially she could shock the world and potentially challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. But I think there's one person that is definitely the odds-on favorite, and it's definitely gonna be Asuka. I know that Natalya is gonna be in her home in her hometown. Not I wouldn't say hometown, but in her home in Canada. But Asuka is the odds-on favorite. Everybody is expecting to see Asuka versus Bianca Belair. There have been a lot of people who are expecting to see Raquel Rodriguez against Bianca Belair, because keep in mind they're friends. You guys might not realize, but they are friends. So that's gonna be interesting, to say the very least. But if I had to pick who wins, nobody's ready for Asuka. I think Asuka's gonna take it. As far as the men's side goes, it's basically the same thing. It's a matter of who's the odds-on favorite. Hands down, Seth freaking Rollins is definitely the odds-on favorite. But I think Bronson Reed is definitely gonna be the dark horse, because just because of the fact that people have been sleeping on him as far as his in-ring capabilities go, as have Montez Ford. He's also a dark horse in this match, because people think that he's better. People have seen Montez Ford as a singles competitor, and people believe that he's more suited, to just remain with Dawkins in the Street Profits. Now, while it is true that yes, that is a fact, I truly believe that he has the potential to excel as a singles competitor. So again, the women's side, definitely Asuka. The men's side, ooh, that's kind of a hard one, but I gotta go with Austin Theory. I think if he's able to somehow maintain his title, maintain the pace of the match, he's got it made. But that's who I believe might win, but I don't think he will, because he could be the first one in the match and be the first to get pinned. Think about that. But I gotta go with Seth freaking Rollins. I think Rollins is definitely gonna be the guy to take the title off of Austin Theory. But now we move on into the main event, and this is probably gonna be this is literally the most important main event in WWE history. Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn for the undisputed Universal title. And the thing about this is that all of this started last year. Think about that. This started well over a year ago, where Sami Zayn joined the Bloodline and became the honorary Uce, and he slowly started to, get praised slowly by not just by Paul Heyman, but also by Roman Reigns, and then of course too, Jimmy Uso started to like him a bit, Solo Sikoa a little bit, but Jey Uso didn't like him that much. But now, oh my god, it just escalated, and there was even a time. Let's think about this, right? I think it was last October, I think it was, where Sami Zayn told Jey, "Hey, I'm trying to make peace. Roman wants peace." Jey Uso was like, "Man, I don't give a damn what the Tribal Chief said, bruh. You guys know what I'm talking about." That, funny enough, it actually became a meme, which is hilarious. But ever since Sami Zayn joined the Bloodline last year, Roman Reigns had was on top of his game, far beyond anything that we had ever seen out of Roman. But everything sort of escalated a little bit at Survivor Series inside of War Games, where it was nasty. This was basically Sammy's chance to basically prove where Sammy's allegiance lied, because you guys saw the card. It was Team Sheamus versus Team Reigns. Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Ridge Holland, Butch, Kevin Owens, and then Team Reigns had Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, the Usos, and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was the reason why the Bloodline was able to defeat the Brawling Brutes. And now, and of course too, the Royal Rumble, we all know what happened. Raw 30, there was a tag match for the Raw tag team titles, which was between the Usos and the Judgment Days. I think Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. Jimmy Uso got hurt. Sami Zayn took over and basically helped the Usos retain the tag team titles. Royal Rumble comes in. Roman wins the match against Kevin Owens, and wham! Steel chair to the back by Sami Zayn, and it comes down to this. We now know that at WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, will challenge for the Undisputed title, but the question is, against who? Who will he challenge against? Will it be against Roman Reigns or Sami Zayn? And many people are speculating that it's going to be Sami Zayn, but the problem is that this Friday on SmackDown and this Saturday at Elimination Chamber, they're both going to be in Montreal, which means Roman Reigns is going at this alone. Or so we think. Actually, truth be told, he's got Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman in his corner, but technically speaking, he's going at this alone. This is a match that Roman Reigns must win. This is a must-win situation for Sami Zayn, because if he wins, it means that he has proven that he is the best, that he is truly in God mode, in God mode. And if Sami Zayn wins, right, this means that more than 20 years in the business, it will have all been worth it. There's a reason why Sami Zayn was calls himself the Master Strategist, and why he calls himself, why he called himself the Master Strategist. you know, the underdog from the underground, all these different names, is because he proves it. He shows up to that ring and proves it every single night. And this is something that many people are speculating that Sami Zayn is going to win. Now, while it is true that I wouldn't mind seeing that, this is Roman Reigns we're talking here. You cannot bet against Roman Reigns. I know that there's going to be a lot of people out there who might think that I'm disrespecting Sami Zayn, but the thing is that I'm seeing the big picture here, because Sami Zayn, don't get me wrong, he is a crazy, insanely incredible competitor. There is no denying that. Former NXT champion, 3-time Intercontinental champion. I mean, you know, he's done a lot in WWE. He's accomplished so much, but there is no way in hell that he'll be able to beat Roman Reigns. There is no shot. And if he does, right, that'll be the ultimate upset, the upset of the century, right there. But you cannot bet against Roman Reigns. I'm sticking with my guns. Roman Reigns wins. But that brings me to the question of the day, which is this: among the card as it sits now, what are your guys' predictions for the Elimination Chamber? Let me know down in the comments below. I will be reading. I always read all my comments, so make sure you guys comment below answering the question of the day. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more premium live event results and predictions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.